Lynn. Welcome back to Cooking with Lynn. I'm baking today for the Cumberland Library. I'm making a 2004 Pillsbury Bake Off winning pie. It is not my award. I did not win the award for this pie, but I have made it a few times and it's super delicious. I haven't made it in a long time. I pulled the recipe out again and decided to make it, and I decided to make it into a video. So I'll tell you what you need, and then we'll get started. The recipe says to use a store-bought crust. I didn't buy one, so I made one. Super easy. I already made it. I'll roll it out and I'll just talk about how I made it. It's just a one crust recipe, super easy. And also, so it's a granola pie, so it calls for these Nature Valley granola crunchy things. You need 2 packets, so I bought a whole box and I gave some to someone else who also wants to make the pie. My egg is about to fall off the counter. You need chocolate chips. You only need 1/4 cup, so I gave some to her to make the pie as well. You need butter. You need walnuts, chopped walnuts, brown sugar, oats, corn syrup, vanilla, salt, and the flour is to roll out my crust, and eggs. And my eggs have been sitting out at room temperature. The oven is preheated to 350. So I'm going to go grab my crust and roll it out and get going. It's in the fridge. This is a super easy pie crust recipe. So all it was 1 1/4 cups flour. I need to flour my board. Speaking of flour, get that out of here. Pinch of salt, 1/2 cup of butter, cold butter cut into cubes, and 4 tablespoons of really cold water. And then I just mix it up in my food processor, quick. So, and then I put it into like a disc and put it in the fridge for a couple hours. Hopefully it'll cooperate with rolling out. I can already tell it's going to give me a hard time. Yeah, I should have taken it out earlier. I'm going to kind of soften it a little, and maybe we can roll it out. I'm sure we can. This is a job of rolling up the sleeves. All right. What I can do is make my filling. If this won't cooperate, just leave this out for a few minutes. Always good to take it out a little bit ahead, because this is going to take forever at the rate it's going. No, it's not. It's fine. This is fine. Just warm it up a little. You can certainly buy the Pillsbury ready-made, and that's just fine. But it's so easy to make your own pie crust. There's, obviously tons and tons of recipes online. I'm just warming it up a little so it'll roll out better for us. It's getting there. You can fast forward through this if you're not interested in watching me struggle with my pie crust. But it is getting there. It's cracking a little, and when it does, I just press it together again. It's not a big deal. It's very pliable. You don't want to overwork it, but I'm just keeping it together on the edges. It's a good workout. That's my oven. Like I said, I preheated it. So this pie is really sweet, so I highly recommend getting some ice cream, like that's not sweet, or whipped cream. If you're gonna make whipped cream, make it like not super sweet, because this pie is really sweet. But it's really, really good. And you can call it healthy because it's got granola in it. It's not really healthy. It's not gluten-free, it's not nut-free. It's not vegan. Sorry. It's just one of those yummy. Might be good for the holidays. And I'm cracking like crazy here, but we're going to just keep pushing it together. you know what? I'm gonna pause, finish this up, be right back. All right, I'm back. Finally got my dough to cooperate, and I rolled it out and got it in my pan, and I just I didn't do anything fancy with the edges. You can do whatever you want. You can just crimp it with the fork if you want. I docked the bottom with the fork, and it's ready to go. So I'm going to put that aside, and we're going to make the filling. Well, the first thing we need is to melt our butter, which I should have done. You know, can't think of everything. So get that melting in the microwave. Messy, messy. Excuse me. How long that's going to take, but in the meantime, we're going to take out our aggression on the granola bars. I just have a meat mallet here. You can use your rolling pin or a pan, whatever you have handy. You just keep it in the package because it's easy to just bang it up until it feels like it's. These things are pretty crumbly as it is. I think there's been jokes going around online about these things, how crumbly they are. All right, hopefully the butter is melted. Not quite. Give it another couple of seconds and it'll be done. All right, so, and I'm going to read my recipe because it's not my recipe. It's been a long time. All right, melted butter. All right, now we're going to stir in our brown sugar, half a cup. Firmly packed, as they always say. Not sure why they always say that, but they do. Pack that in. That's a half a cup. Whoa! Butter splatter. Cool. That is why I wear an apron. When I bake, I'm a mess. 3/4 of a cup of corn syrup. Told you it was not a diet pie. Is any pie really? I don't think so. That's a half. And we need another 1/4. That's good enough. And then we're going to need to put some salt. Alright, done with that. I'm already sticky. Okay. Alright, we're going to put just an eighth ish, a pinch, a big pinch, and we need some vanilla, teaspoon. That's a half, teaspoon. Of course, most times when we're baking, we're using vanilla. I'm probably going to need a whisk. So I'm putting my 3 eggs in. I'm going to get this mixed up. I don't need the shell. And do I not have a clean whisk? Darn it. Got this one. Got this guy. I'm just going to whisk that together just to get the eggs broken up and the brown sugar incorporated. Okay, now we're going to put in our lovely, okay, my hands are slippery because of the butter. Stop. Cooperate. In that goes. These are actually delicious, but they're so messy. They're so See, you need a bib or something. Eat it over the sink. I don't know. They really are good. Okay, they happen to be on sale, which was kind of cool. Not sure why. I actually saw a commercial for them the other day, which I hadn't seen in a long time. So that was kind of weird. And then some nuts. It's a half a cup, but I've got more. And you want to chop them. So that's about good. And then we're going to put our oats. Mix that up. Any kind of oats, quick cooking, or not like steel cut or anything like that. Do I have any clean? Yeah, we'll just use this. So I want a 1/4 cup, but a little bit more wouldn't hurt. That's good. And then, as if it's not sweet enough, I'm going to put some chocolate chips. I suppose you could leave out the nuts and it would still taste good. If you're going to leave out the nuts, maybe put a little bit more oats. Maybe. I don't know. I've never tried it without the nuts. If you have nut allergies, a 1/4 cup ish. All sticking to the corn syrup. Oh my gosh, this is so sticky. So sticky. Yeah, and sweet. Okay, and that's all there is to it. Let's get those chocolate chips distributed around. And then we're going to put it in our prepared pie crust and pop it in the oven. Now it is going to take, this is a deep dish pan, so on your, if you have a regular pie plate, it'll probably come up a little higher, but it should be fine. So I'm going to put it in for about 40 minutes until it's set, and then I'm going to pay attention to the crust. I don't want it to get too brown, so if it starts to get too brown, I'm going to cover it. But, you know, pay attention to it at about the 40-minute mark, and then it'll probably take about 50 minutes or so. So I'm going to pop that in. I'll be right back. All right, pie is out of the oven, and I already cut a piece. It was in there for about 40 minutes. I did cover the crust at about 30 minutes just to make sure it didn't get too brown. It did shrink a little bit, but that's usually because you maybe overworked your dough a little bit. But nevertheless, it came out good. So I let it set for about maybe 10-15 minutes. You really should let it set for like 30 minutes or more before you cut it, but I cut into it, and so it's pretty well set, but the first piece, you know, doesn't necessarily always come out that great. If you refrigerate it, which you don't have to, but if you do, it'll make the first piece come out a little neater. But naturally, I'm going to, am I going to burn my mouth? Let's see. I forgot how good this pie is. It is hot. Chocolate chips are all melty. Yeah, it's hot. It's so good though. So good. Definitely needs a little dollop of whipped cream or ice cream if you prefer. But yeah, definitely give it a try. The holidays are coming up. Bake this up for your family. It's really great. It's really easy. Not too many ingredients. Definitely not good for the diet, but gotta indulge every now and then. So give it a shot. It is 2004 Pillsbury Bake Off Oats and Granola Honey Granola Pie. So give it a try. So come back and see me again next month. I don't know what I'm making. It's written down somewhere. Memory fails me. But it'll be posted on our webpage, and our we have Event Keeper that you can get through our webpage, cumberlandlibrary.org, and check out Instagram and Facebook and all those good things. come see us if you're local. We've got lots of stuff going on. We have a big mystery fest coming up this weekend. Actually, no, because by the time this is posted, it'll already have gone by. I hope you attended it. Anyway, come see us. We'd love to see you, and come join our programs. Got lots of stuff going on for kids, for teens, for adults. See you soon.